Hey guys, Dibz here, and today I've got an Overwatch gameplay video for you on the new map Eichenwald. Now, as you know, Eichenwald is on PT R4 Play right now, and we're going to be playing Pharah on defense, just so it gives you a better overview on how the map layout looks like. You can look at everything from above as Pharah, obviously. So we're going to try to see if we can get some gameplay going. But yeah, right here is the first part after the first checkpoint. So that doorway is actually where the payload is going to be coming from after they capture it. And that blue light, you just follow the blue line and it takes you to the payload, obviously. So yeah, this is the payload area right here. And there's a lot of doorways, a lot of areas that you can have flankers come from. But the main area that they're going to be coming from is right here. This is the main choke point. You can actually climb over this, or you can fly over this. That's Pharah, and this is going to be the entrance they're coming from. Actually, let me look at this. Am I able to shoot from the window up here? I don't think so. Yeah, you can't do that. Okay. I was wondering, because I actually went there once before, but I didn't know if I could stay up there and shoot as Pharah. Anyway, yeah, we're going to be playing as Pharah. You can actually fly over there, and we're going to see what we can do. Right. We're trying to do as much damage as we can. And you can retreat like this. You can retreat back through over here, and also you can pass over that area as Genji as well. I'm probably going to do that on attack and just show you guys what exactly I mean. We got a Genji down, which is pretty good. Most of the time, you would want to, not most of the time, but you can have a Bastion or turret set up on this point right here. I'm going to try to use my grenade to push the Reinhardt forward. See if we can get him into our group, deal damage, but it doesn't look like we were able to take him out. This is also a small entrance you can shoot from as well. You can be a Junkrat or a Pharah, and you can just lob grenades through their area into that small doorway if there's anybody there. But you can also launch grenades from that area and get on top of whatever the turrets are on the top ledge right there. Sometimes there's bastions set up there, and if you're Junkrat on the offense, we're gonna try to get out of there. What the hell? What did that? Okay, yeah, that Reinhardt just flew up in the air like crazy. It's ridiculous. But yeah, on top of this area here, you can put bastions and turrets up there. He just came flying from the air. But yeah, as Junkrat, the place where I was shooting at, the little tiny doorway, on the opposite side as attack, you can sit there as Junkrat and lob grenades and pretty much just shoot the wall and get whatever turrets are on top. So it looks like we got a McCree ultimate. Don't want to stand there. And they can be coming from both directions, the left and the right. Should I push them in? Not exactly sure if that helped. Well, we got taken up by this McCree. So it's very, very good for flankers at first. As I explained, you can climb over the house on the right side with Genji. And also you can blink through the entrance that was shooting out from as a Tracer. You can flank from the left side as Tracer and the right side as Genji. So it's pretty much flanker central when it comes to the first point, I feel like. Especially when you're on attack. On defense, there's a lot of places you can defend from. Most likely Junkrat and Bastion are going to be the ones to defend. And that's kind of ironic because, you know, Bastion was the one attacking this place in the first place, right? So I'm going to try to stay up here. Widow isn't very good on the first point because there's not a lot of space you can't really snipe from. You can, but it's really hard for you if you have a flanker coming in, because then it's really hard for you to gain your distance, and it's not a very wide open area. But then on this second point where I just died, that's actually very, very good for Widowmaker. Because there's this top castle area, and it has lot of different levels. So this is the top level right here. Oop, I'm gonna try to get rid of him. Where'd he go? Alright, trying to get him down. So yeah, right here. So you can snipe from here. You can snipe from anywhere, like on the top left and right. Many places you can snipe from as Widowmaker. So I feel like a Widowmaker would be very, very good for the second point. There's going to be a lot of hero switching, I feel like, on this map. Especially when it comes to defense and both attack, actually. But yeah, Pharah actually is pretty good both on defense and offense, I would expect, because of the amount of area or wide openness the second part, or the second point is. And just on defense, the first point, you can lob all your grenades, just like Junkrat. And just basically hold down that area. Let me try to see if I can use my ultimate from behind. Get anybody. Oh, 2 healers. 1. We're not able to get another healer, but finished off that Zarya. I'm trying to go back from behind again. And I'm at 5 health. Crap. Not good. I didn't even realize how bad my health was. Gotta make sure I get it back. Here, a lot of... Okay, I'm gonna try to get rid of Anna. She's not down yet. Take her down. Got a high noon. I think it's gonna be facing backwards. Yep, got it back up. Okay. So it looks like they're taking out our team pretty heavily. Try to flank from above, boop them away from each other. Try to separate them. Always want to do that with your grenade. Alright. Doing pretty well. Down. Looks like our Reinhardt was able to take him down. Pretty good. Right here at this point, it's I would say not very hard to push through if you have a good shield on your team. The only thing you would have to do is, as attack, you would need a Genji to get rid of the enemy Widowmaker that's defending. Because most likely, I'm pretty sure almost 100% of the time, or at least most of the time, there would be a defending Widowmaker on that part. So Genji would be good on that part. So overall, Genji is actually really good on attack throughout the entire map, whether he is on the first or second point. I'm probably going to be doing that a little bit while I'm on attack. So everybody's just coming from behind. So yeah, McCree is actually pretty good as well, I feel like, but he does need a shield to defend him. You cannot be having him in a wide open goal, so he'll just get picked off very easily. You can also go through this window up here as Pharah. As attacking or defending, actually, you can put a D.Va ult through there, right? Imagine you can just shoot your ult through there without them knowing. Most likely, though, if you have a D.Va ult and you're launching it, people are going to know where it's going to come from. But yeah, you can actually do that. It's pretty cool. Kind of surprise your enemy if they don't know. I'm going to use my ultimate, try to get rid of that. Oh, you got done. Oh, okay, I forgot that this Anna was here. I got too focused on the Mercy, and I used my ultimate. Yeah. She's just literally just looking at me the whole time. Yeah, go back down. Should have just turned to her. Oh well, my bad. So yeah, it's kind of confusing, especially this last part. There's a lot of entrances here. But yeah, I do feel like there's going to be a lot of different types of heroes on this map. But most far-ranged artillery is going to be really good, is what I would say. Flankers on the second point. Tracer, I don't know if Tracer is actually going to be a really good hero on this map, just because of the amount of area that you guys can watch. So I'm going to try to see if I can bait him here so I can boop him off behind me. You can actually boop him off onto the side right here. Aw, damn it. Yeah, I was trying to actually get him to the edge, trying to chase him, trying to bait them to get near the edge and then use my grenade to kind of use the environment against my opponents. I'm not exactly sure what kind of tanks would be very good. I would say Winston is very good on attack because of being able to jump onto the first point very easily. Very mobile heroes is what you really want as attack on the first point. And defense is something you want, or on defense you would want people like Roadhog would be good because you can pull in enemies one at a time, right? And do that little tiny choke point. So that'd be very nice. Alright, so I'm going to try to see if I can get anybody from up here. Oh yeah, and there's this gap right there. I'm going to try to see if I can boop her off. Yep, see, did I get her? Oh, actually I got her. So right here is a chasm. I'm trying to get that Genji from behind first. There's a chasm right here you can actually boop people off of. If they fall in there, they die. So you can do that with anybody. You can do it with Pharah rockets, you can do it with Junkrat rockets, or I mean Junkrat grenades. You can do it with Lucio, and you can just push people off. It's pretty scary to be crossing that area. I can see a lot of environmental deaths happening at that point. Even Roadhogs pulling on the bridge and just kind of like making people fall to death. But also at that gap area, there's this little ledge at the very bottom that you can get to. But let's see, actually this is the place where you want to defend. There's a little ledge that you can fly from. I'll show you that on attack as well. But yeah, this place is very good for turrets. There's a lot of areas to flank from though. You would want turrets ideally to be at this last point, because you can just come from so many places, and you want to watch kind of a lot of the places without actually being there, because there's so many. And I think I'm dead here. Yep. Flankers are pretty strong in this last point because there's so many doorways. And it looks like they're just gonna try to take. Yeah, they're gonna take us out. But I think that's GG. But yeah, if you guys actually want a more in-depth analysis about the map layout, on like what's going to be good and what's going to be bad on this kind of map, please let me know. I can easily do that very quickly. But I think there's a lot of them right now. But if you guys want more, I'll do it. But yeah, that's pretty much a defense. It's actually a very interesting map. It's really nice looking. There's a lot of dynamic levels. Especially on defense, you can have 3 different levels to snipe from. That is probably the first map that had that many difference in height level. And I really like it. It's really interesting. It's something different compared to the other ones. I hear people compare it to Hollywood. The first point is pretty much like Hollywood, where you can come through one specific area and have like a little tiny bit of a flank left and right. Not too much. But yeah, anyway, that's going to be defense for you. I'm going to be going on to offense, and I'll catch you guys in the next round. Alright, so now we are on attack. As you know, as I said before, this area is... the backstory is mainly focused on Reinhardt and Bastion. So this is why Reinhardt now has a new skin in PTR, and this is what it looks like. It's really, really nice. It looks pretty sick. I mean, everybody's going to be having it, of course, but we'll see if we can get it later. But yeah, he gets new skin released with the map. And there's a lot of dead Bastions everywhere. So there's the front entrance there. There's another side entrance there. You can also go through the top right here. And this is where I'm going to be flanking from, because it allows you to see the right side of the first choke point. And you can pick off anybody from the side if they're not guarded. So we're going to try to see how it looks like from attack. Alright, so we're going to go up these steps right here. And that's the main entrance right there. And right up here, yeah, okay. So right here, they're not really paying attention. And we'll try to see if we get rid of that Widowmaker. At least you can see how annoying it really is if you have a lot of people set up right there. I was able to get that Widowmaker. I want to back out a little bit because it's really dangerous when I have multiple people chasing after me already. Alright, I'm going to try to see if I can actually get some health and then flank from this area and show you guys how exactly you can get around the corner with Genji. But I'm going to try to see if I can take care of this guy first. Oh, okay, it looks like our whole team is just dying. But, well, I'm going to try to see if I can get rid of him. Genji versus Genji. Of course, you know, Genji did get nerfed. I'm not going to be seeing as much Genji, but he is actually very good on this map. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to double jump and then climb up here and then use our swift... okay, it was on cooldown, so I need to wait for that. I need to wait for that. I didn't realize it. Double jump, climb, and then swift strike up in the air. And you can climb down and you can actually come through the back side and just start flanking people. So, you can't actually come up here. Whoops. Trying to get back away from here. There's a health pack here. Trying to reflex so I can survive that. There's a turret set up above me, so I want to be careful with that. I'm trying to flank around this side, get rid of that Widowmaker if I can, and look like she was able to take me out. So there's a turret up there. That's a good place for a turret, because it actually allows you to see the main entrance. So anybody trying to go through it, and also anybody trying to flank around the backside gets shot by the turret. So I'm going to try to see if I can do it one more time after poking out through the front, see what they got. They got us a Metra, not a very good situation for Genji, of course. Don't want to die just yet. Get the health pack. So this is a mega. Oh, okay. So this is a mega. Okay, so you got to make sure you know where all the health packs are. There's a health pack there, and there's also a health pack on the right side of the main entrance when you're on attack. Oh, cool, cool. Got it. Yeah, I'm just trying to sneak around to the back side. Oh. One. Okay, got one. Okay, two, and I'm gonna get rid of this turret, or not turret, this teleporter. So I'm in the back lines right now, and you typically want to do that as Genji, especially on this point right here. You can flank around the backside, make everybody kind of push back to the first point. And once they actually get out of that choke point, you can push it pretty easily as offense. Flankers would be pretty decent on the first point, only if you can actually get past. They're not very good for harassing, unless you're Genji. Tracer would not be very good at harassing, because enemies can take care of you pretty easily, in my opinion. The only thing I could see Tracer doing is if she had to distract people, trying to bring them back to the point and get rid of enemy snipers or the backline healers. That's typically what you want to do as Tracer anyway, but it's just a little bit better for you because you have a lot of entrances back here. You can go left and right, but the thing is, deflect. Got that deflect. But yeah, but the thing is though, there's a lot of extra spaces for turrets. So it's kind of a good and a bad thing for flankers, I would say. I would say it's a little bit balanced, but I wouldn't highly suggest it. Unless, of course, you're trying to take out somebody from the back line, like a Bastion or any sniper setup. So, but yeah, the thing is, as Tracer, the thing is, whenever there are people on defense and they have a Junkrat, they can actually put a trap on that right side of the doorway. That won't allow you to push through as a Tracer. And that will pretty much just screw you over, I feel like. You can't blink over it, you can't get over it, you can't get through. And that's something that you gotta keep in mind whenever you're on attack as Tracer. Try to deflect all that. Alright, survived it. Oh, what the got a little bit too close to me. So I'm very much on the edge when it comes to, obviously, flankers. I do like flankers, but it's really hard to tell if it's going to be really viable on this map. I do talk about flankers a lot because it's one of the most most active roles that I play. But it really depends on the enemy composition. I would say if you do see a Junkrat, then trying to be a flanker as Tracer would not work very well for you. Just because of the fact that he can hold down the hallways. And there's a lot of hallways that you can watch. Did I get it? No, I didn't actually get it. Yeah, that was really close. So yeah, it really depends on the enemy composition in my opinion. I'm trying to climb up this wall. I'm failing at climbing walls today. I try to dash and use my ultimate. Got nice. So I can get another one. Don't want to go to the right because that's where the Diva ult was actually exploding, and I fell into the chasm. Alright, so since there is like a lot of turrets here, I'm gonna try to see if I can get around them with Tracer. I thought that was actually an enemy. Did not notice it. Let's just see how Tracer goes. But I would highly recommend Genji on the first point, and then Tracer on the second. But right here, you can actually fly from here as Genji, and you can reach that level. Not only can you do that with Genji, you can do that with Widowmaker. You can also do that with Pharah. You can fly up there, and this is another area that you can flank the enemy from if you're on attack. Instead of going straight from here, you can actually come from the left side, and that's how it looks like from up here. I'm pretty sure the dragon's gonna be coming up from the front. I mean, where else would it? Yep. It's like, where else would the dragon be coming from, right? So, anyway. Oh, got a Diva. Diva saying hi for some reason. I'm gonna build up my ultimate on her. Trying to confuse it a little bit. Got a Genji as well. Gonna get my ultimate and lob it in there whenever I can. Come on, lob it in there. Ah, okay, well, got the Genji. That's all that matters, really. So I'm gonna try to fly up here, see what we can do as Pharah. Just to show you guys that you can actually get through this area if you're on attack. I'm gonna just fly up, and you can surprise people pretty much. You can boot people off again, as I did in on defense. I see a turret here. What the heck? Oh yeah, wrong one. I guess that doesn't work. That's right. It doesn't deal any damage. I totally forgot. I mean, I knew it didn't do any damage, but for some reason I thought it would actually explode it. All right, so we're gonna be pushing through. Turret set up, and getting one shot by Hanzo. Of course, gonna switch it up. It never feels good. This is the Hanzo era, the Hanzo meta. Hanzo's gonna be very, very strong nowadays, just because of the hitbox. The projectile hitbox got increased, or got reverted actually back to normal. Yep, that is the area that you can shoot the Diva from, or that the Diva can throw her, lob her ultimate from. I'm trying to flank around the backside, so this is where you want to be able to flank from. Come over here, see if you can get anybody in Hanzo once again. Alright, we're going to try to see if you can go onto the right side with Kaon. Kaon playing tank, he doesn't really play tank that much. Well, he does, but not Reinhardt. Most of the time he's Diva. Okay, we got a Widow actually on the point, so we got one. We got our ultimate down. We dodge the ultimate, and we got this turret set up. So yeah, if you have turrets set up all over this place, this is actually very good for you, especially if you're on defense. I can imagine turrets all over. Yeah, like these. Look at these turrets, guys. They got freaking Symmetra turrets all over the place, and of course it's really hard to take them out. And yeah, you can flank back here, get to the back. But if there's turrets here, you're pretty much screwed as a Tracer. So I would say the ideal place to have a turret is kind of like around in this area right here. So, yep. And of course I'm getting DM'd by a Symmetra. Typical Symmetra. So yeah, I mean, even though there's a lot of doorways here, it's still hard to kind of push through on offense, especially if you're a Tracer, because of the fact that like there's so many places that you can be watched from. Or you would think that it's actually a very good thing for Tracer to have this many entrances, which it is good. But you just gotta be careful of the wide open area at the very end. If people aren't in those areas and they have turrets watching their backs for them, then you're pretty much not gonna be able to push through or capture the last point. So this is why I feel like explosives are very important, and that's why I think I'm going to be trying to see if I can use a Junkrat. Oh, we got a teleporter here. Nice. I wanted to kind of stay away from Junkrat just to see if I can use it or try to be a flanker, but I do feel like Junkrat is going to be good on both defense and offense, in my opinion. In my opinion, I feel like Junkrat can be used both offensively and defensively on this map. I mean, just look at it. All you really have to do is just lob grenades onto these small hallways, and you can lock down these hallways and kill anybody that's coming through them. And just the amount of shoot damage that you do as Junkrat is really, really strong, obviously. So yeah, I mean, just look at it. We're pushing to the point pretty quickly already. Just when I switched to Junkrat right away. It's just the fact that there's grenades flying all over the place. It's really, really huge advantage for you. I'm gonna try to get up to the point, try to contest it. And it looks like we have a Mercury holding it for us. Yeah, actually got that D.Va in the trap. Yeah, doesn't look like we're actually gonna be able to take it. But yeah, flankers, okay. Not ideal for the last point unless you don't have any turrets to deal with, in my opinion. If you have turrets to deal with, flankers, in general, you would still not want to deal with them. But yeah, it's even worse on this map, I think. So just to go over a quick recap, Pharah is very good on defense. Junkrat is pretty decent on both attack and defense. And look at this game, play the game. You got Symmetra just jumping around. Much skill. So yeah, Symmetra is very, very good on this map because of this, all the hallways that you can have. Yeah, if you guys really want me to go over a specific map analysis, I can do that instead. That'll be a little bit better probably for you guys to understand the ins and outs of the map and what's good and what's not. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see next, if you guys want to see that at all. And if anything else, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.